How you doing, everybody? Let's talk sports. Halloween is upon us. Fitting that right around the corner comes the scariest stretch of the schedule for the UH Warrior football team. Fresno State, Nevada, Boise State, Washington. The Final Four gauntlet awaits following this week's bye, which happens to be Hawaii's second bye in the last 3 weeks.
You know, with a couple of the Friday games we have coming up and the quick turnarounds, this last bye week before our kind of final 4 weeks of play will really help us out and prepare us, I think, for that stretch.
Me personally, you know, I just want to continue to play. You know, it's kind of rough to to get on a good roll. Beating New Mexico State and then having to wait another week and then play again. But I guess it just keeps us hungry.
No doubt Hawaii is a scary team for just about any opponent, but in the spirit of Halloween, we asked the UH players who they think the scariest guy is among their own, and there seemed to be a consensus.
Who would you say is the scariest member of this UH football team?
JP Davis.
Why is that?
He looks like one of those tribesmen from Apocalypto or whatever.
Who would you say is the scariest member of the UH football team?
JP.
That's the second time we heard that.
For real? He hurt, that's why.
I may be the scariest, but I'm the most intimidating DB to them. That's why I'm so scary. But I don't know, they always on my lines. I talk a lot to them out there and stuff. But I don't know, I feel like I'm the one of the prettier guys on the team. You know, they hate.
He's quite the character, so he gets my Halloween award for sure. No costume needed.
I mean, I feel like it's probably Chop. If it's anybody, Chop's the scariest guy on the team. Nah, I mean, he's like a real ghoul out there.
JP Davis referring to senior running back Alonzo Chop right there. He happened to be within earshot, and I'm sure he was very appreciative of the sentiment. UH hosts Fresno State November 10th. That game has been picked up by ESPN2, but only for markets outside of Hawaii and Fresno. The game will still be available locally via Oceanic pay-per-view.
The entire country will have a chance to see the Warriors play Fresno State on live television next week. But for those of us here in Hawaii, you're still going to have to pay to watch the big game. ESPN2 is picking up next Saturday's matchup at the Aloha Stadium. In Hawaii, however, the broadcast will still only be available through Oceanic Cable's pay-per-view. But talk about great exposure down the stretch. Now all 4 of the Warriors' remaining games will air on national TV. There's still a chance, though, to catch the Warriors game in person. At last check, 10,000 tickets are left for the Bulldogs date with the Warriors. The Nevada game seats 30,000. We have no count there just yet. Boise State is a sellout, and there are 8,000 more seats in the finale versus Washington.
What was your favorite Halloween costume as a kid?
I was like a football player like 7 times, and then that was when I was young.
The White Power Ranger, I guess. Don't put that on TV.
I was a bowling pin one year. In fact, that was my first year here. I was walking up and down Waikiki as a bowling pin. And AJ Martinez was the bowling ball, so that was a fun year.
I hope you're all having a pleasant evening. After practice this morning, UA's football team got into the spirit of Halloween, talking costumes and candy, ghosts and goblins, even spooky and creepy. The trick-or-treat came when a couple of Warriors were asked, who's the scariest guy on the team?
JP Davis.
JP.
I may be the scariest, but I'm the most intimidating DB to them. That's why I'm so scared.
He looks like one of those tribesmen from Apocalypto or whatever.
He hurt, that's why.
He's a little scary.
I don't know, they always on my lines. I talk a lot to them out there and stuff.
He's quite the character, so he gets my Halloween award for sure.
No, I feel like I'm the one of the prettier guys on the team. You know, they hate. They the prima donnas, but I can still be pretty too. But I don't know. They probably talking about me. I feel like it's probably Chop. If it's anybody, Chop's the scariest guy on the team. Nah, I mean, he's like a real ghoul out there.
Chop is running back Alonzo Chop. Hawaii's on his second bye week of the season after a week off. Fresno State comes to town Saturday, November 10th.